Hello everybody to lesson 39 of JavaScript for Active Design course. In this lesson, we will know how to create and delete and replace some HTML element in the DOM. So let's go to the code and see what we have. So first of all, I will create, for example, here a div. I will say div, and I will define this div. I will say ID. I will say ID div, and let's see ID div 1. Great. So then here I will create, for example, a paragraph. I will name it, for example, ID P1. Great. So here I write hello paragraph. Hello paragraph. Okay. Hello paragraph. Okay. So and then I will go to the script. I need to add, an header, for example, under this paragraph, under the div. So I'll go to the script and I'll write, for example, to add any element means to add new element to the existing element. You should do 3 ways. First of all, 4. First, you will create a node of HTML. Then you will join this node with some content. Then first you will create a node. Then you will create a content for that node. Then you will join them. After that, you will join these with the node or the HTML existing element that you have it. I will define here a variable. I will call it, for example, header1 equal, and then here I will write the header1. I will say document okay, dot create, let's say, element. Okay, create element. I will say name the element. I will say h1 semicolon, and then the next one. Now we have created the element. Okay, now we will create the node, the element text. We will say, for example, node text. I will say document dot, then we will say create text node, and I will say this is header 1 content. Great. Then semicolon. Then we will join these things, the document with its node or with its element. So let's join them. Let's say header 1 dot append the child, and let's add the child data, which is node text, semicolon. Okay. Now the fourth step, which is last, we will join them with element of the HTML existing element. For example, let's join them with ID div 1. So I'll say var element or HTML element. Okay, so let's see HTML. I needed capital HTML, then element. Okay, and then equal document. Okay, document. I need it document. Is it right? Yes. Then dot get element by ID, which is this ID, and we have it, for example, ID div 1. I will write ID div 1. Then I will add this HTML element dot, which we have identified there, HTML element dot append the child, and we will write the child, which is header 1, which we have created over here. Okay, now when we save and refresh, it will be there. So we have added this element after the paragraph. Okay, so to add an element in JavaScript, first of all, you create the node that we have it, which is header, paragraph, whatever you want, then the content of that header, then you will join them. After that, you will join these elements to the place that you have it. You could directly write these things like this, and they will work perfectly. But as we have learned that writing the object separately is perfect. Okay, the second, imagine that I need to for example, removed that child. Okay, I need to remove a child. For example, I have there a child which is hello paragraph. Okay, I need to remove it. How to remove it? It's easy. First of all, it will we will follow the same steps. First of all, I will create a parent. We'll identify the parent. I will say var parent. Okay, then I will say equal. This is a variable. Let's see parent var. Then equal. I will say document. Okay, then I will say dot get element by ID, for example, which is here our ID, for example, ID div1. Okay, then after that I'll go to a new line and I will say the child. I'll create a child. I will say child var equal. Then the child, I will say document. Which child? We should identify which child, which parent. Dot get element. Then by ID, which child is ID p1. And okay, so then we will remove them. How we could remove them? It's easy. We will say parent, remove child and the child. So we'll say parent var dot remove child. What is the child name? It's child var. So now when we refresh, now what we have did, we called that parent, which is div, and we said we need to remove the child, which his name is the ID is ID p1. Save it, then refresh. Okay, so I think it hasn't removed, but we will know now what is the problem. Document. You should take care about what you are writing. For example, here I will copy, paste. Okay, ID p1. Yes, the p is not capital, so it should be capital, and I hope it works. So the case is sensitive in JavaScript, so if you missed a letter, you will lose the code. So now it works perfectly. So we have removed now the child. Okay, then next, if we need to replace a child, how we could do it? It's the same. The same relation. We will do what? The following. We will define a variable, and this variable will create, for example, it follows the adding child. So we will create first of all an HTML element, then the content, then we'll join these content and element, then I will define the parent and the child, and then I will replace the child. So it's like adding and removing at the same time. So let's say var. I will define a variable. I will say header 1. Let's say header 1. Let's see what? Let's see header 1 var or header 1 like that equal. And here I will say document dot create element, and this element I will say h1. Sorry. Then there I will define another variable. I will say let's say node or content, header content equal document dot, and I will create text node, and inside the node I will say this is new content. Great. I will join them. I will say header 1 dot append the child, and we will say header content. Great, semicolon. Okay, now we have created the node, the HTML node, and we have joined with its content. Okay, now we will identify which is the parent and which is the child you need to remove or replace. We will say var parent var equal, let's say document dot get element by ID then here I will say which is id div1. Okay, then the child I will say var child, and I will say then child var equal document dot get element by id, and the child name which is here id p1. Okay, then semicolon, and then here I will join with them. So now, and instead of joining them and removing, I will say what I want to do. I need to replace. I will say parent var dot replace child. So what's a child and what is the node? Here there is give you a hint. What is the child? What is the new element you want? And what is the element you need to remove? So I will put here the element I want to add. I need to add, for example, header 1. Which one you want to remove? I want to remove the child var. Great. So now I need to remove this child, which is child var, which is we have called with the id, get element by id, and I need to replace it with the header 1, which we have created over there. Save it, and this is here we are. It have been removed. For example, if I delete this or comment this and see what we have over there, this is the normal text. Okay, so after we replace it, it will go like this. Great. Now we have replaced the element that we have, or we need to replace it. I hope it's easy. I think it's easy and sweet to write it. Sweet to write it and to deal with that things. Okay, so I think this was the lesson for this session. Thanks for listening and watching, and I hope it's easy, and see you in the next video. Bye.